then there is no meditations. Always in the teaching it said that when we mix up the view, that will mix up the meditation, and that will mix up also our conduct way to be carrying the meditation, and then the result will be delayed. So therefore, the view is so important. The first is view now. Here too, in this Sherik Dorje Nӧnpo Tantra, also really explained now, the view first. View. Here, what the great Samantabhara Buddha said here. First is said, descended all the creating monarch as the sovereign of your three doors. That's a translation. That means now we have to explore what is view. And that's now when we establish the view, that is, there is two views, and two ways to establish the views. Analytic way view establishes. Even this teaching is very, very direct, very kind of like straightforward, easy way approach to approach the view, but still we need analyzing. Therefore, he said, tak means discerning. Discern means examine, I believe. Discern. You have to discern. Who's going to discern? Our mind is going to discern. Because I often said, and it's true, this practice, meditation of the view is not believing. Believing. You're going to really find and evaluate things, so you have some trust in it. We need to trust it. This trust is not, oh, I trust, I believe. This is not believing trust. This is the trust we develop by discernment or analyzing. That is what it is. So now here said analyze with the three doors. Three doors. Because, and what said it? All created monarch. All created monarch. So that means all created monarch and as well as three doors we're going to examine. And what is it all creating monarch? Is synonym for the mind. Mind is all creating. This is no one is, according to Buddhism, creators except our mind. Each of our mind is creating each of our environments. Our mind, everything really is. And that's it. I mean, many times we heard, you heard, and also I mentioned many times in the Buddha teaching, it says so clearly everywhere. And particularly from the mind-only schools, Mahayana school, all the way to Vajrayana teaching, there is no difference. Mind created everything. Mind created. To clearly kind of say that these things by great master Lingpa. What he said the original nature of the mind is luminosity, status. Is the Tathagata Garbha. Is clear, pure, pristine, brilliant, openness. But then our ignorance almost hindered our display of the nature. Then we started grasping, clinging. Then all the habit patterns are developed. Those habit patterns are three different habit patterns. Habit pattern of the universe, habit pattern of the usage, habit pattern of each of our bodies, or object, object and subject, and our consciousness. All that habit pattern is developed. And then is all came. It's like dreams. Everything developed. one after another. So this is reality is not something that existed. Solid existed. But illusory is existing. And for that reason, again, Great Master Ujjayi said, even though they are not truly existing, but through the delusion of the ignorance, appearing those are magically as interdependent levels. Interdependent. They are not going just only one cause. So many factors, so many causes are arising those, even though they do not exist in reality. It's called, is called support each other. That magically support is called interdependent coordination. And how long this will last? And again, Great Master Ujjayi said, it will last until duality is ended. Each of our duality ended. As long as we have the duality, that much long we have the karma. We have all these good and bad things. For that reason, we should always careful, thoughtful with our karma, our activities. Those are really in the teaching by Great Master Ujjayi. So this is, now the mind created everything. So mind is the principle. Mind is the principle. And now we think, so this Gosam, and I'm sure it's a footnote here. And Pete put a nice footnote to that, but you know already on that Gosam. But I talk again, these three doors. Three doors are the body, speech, and the mind. Those are the verbal. Those are, in Buddhism, three doors. Why is it called door, or why is the metaphor door? Because these three are the entrance of the good and bad things. Or good karma, bad karma, and the neutral is this coming through this. Therefore, it is named as three doors. So, now we think of this. Mind is the principle. Mind is the, here said, monarch as sovereign. Sovereign or the king or queen. I mean, this is the mind is the boss. And mind is ruling the three doors. Mind is ruling the mind is ruling the speech, mind is ruling the body. So now really mind is everything. And the mind, as I take the quotations, as mind created everything. Environment, everything. So now this, when we're doing this is called very simple way of analyzing. So where is this mind? That's what the example. We always think our mind is with us. It's true. Our mind is with us. Each of our mind is with us. So where is our mind? Mind. Is mind here with us, with body? Body and the mind are same. Speech and verbal and the mind are the same. What is this? Mind is where? If body is the mind the same, that cannot be. Because we didn't have this body about our age, whatever our age. We didn't have the body about 7 years ago, or 10 years ago, 50 years ago. So where is mind? Mind. So that means mind and body are not the same. So now mind is residing in the kind of roughly we think mind is residing in the body. But where is really now? Now we're looking carefully. This is the investigating by ourselves, by our own intelligence. So think, look, where is mind? Mind. From top of our head all the way to our feet. Where is the mind? Trying to really pinpoint. Exactly. And many times, of course, we say our mind is in the brain. And many times also in the Buddhism, say it in the heart. But where? Where it is? And if there's really in the mind is in the brain, I'm sure this modern scientific or the laboratory will find. But nobody said anything they said they won't. And then in the heart also there's nothing we can find. So mind is really not at all in a way. But yet we have the mind. Is the mind is outside the body? No. Heaven, that we won't believe. So inside somewhere have to be. But it's not there. So that means mind is not really with the body, exactly. Its location is free. Place is absence of the mind in any of those, in a way. So this means mind and the body are not same. Then we think of our verbal communication, verbal speeches. Where is our mind? Well, we're talking with this sound, with that, and which part of the sound we can find. Sound is going out. Sound can be recorded. That, but is the mind can be recorded? No, I don't think so. So this is a true image gathering. It's not just believing. We're trying to really find the fact exactly as it is. So mind is not the same with the verbal. So then now, where is this mind? Now we, among these three things, body, speech, mind, sit. So we analyze really, those are many times you can analyze in many different ways. The teachings explaining so detailed and so thoroughly all part of the body is the way is bone, has muscles, or our mind is with bone, with muscle, with blood, with flesh, with skin, and each of those is not. Really, mind is not there. And that's the way also examined in the Madhyamaka teachings. For example, ego clinging. We can say ego is something so important. That's the principle. Where is that I? That something. It's not anyway. Same way we analyze the mind. There is no I at all or ego we can find. Any place. Out, in, any place. So that is we said, we established the emptiness of the mind in the body. And then we also analyze with the speech. And then we don't find mind. Speech is free from mind. There is no. It's completely different. It's not the mind and the speech are same, or body and the speech are same, or body and the mind are same. It's completely different. Now, then where is now mind? Now we single out the mind. Mind. So then we find the mind out. Where is the mind? Those are then in the teaching here explaining more, and then we can go tomorrow too. I mean, we continue now. We go this. But this is called establishing the view. Establishing the view, that means establishing the exact way things are. That means you're establishing, trusting, and bring knowledge of the exactly way things are. Way things. And this time we're going to meditate with the mind, nature of the mind. So therefore, it's so important. And also according to teaching, mind is everything. When we discover that, when we uproot the mind, we are almost uprooting samsara too. Samsara and nirvanas. And if we uproot, really truly uproot the mind, we are uprooting all the emotions. Anger and jealous, hatred, thought, all those we are uprooting. And for that reason, Great Master Shakpa Sodorana, he said that. He said, if you like to cut the tree, cutting leaves and limbs and branches, that is not going to work. If you cut the tree from the root, it will destroy everything. All the leaves and branches and everything will be gone. Similarly, mind is root of everything. Therefore we uprooted. We establish the true will from the mind. Then is the display. When you establish that quality, then the display of the mind is display. So every environment then is empty. Empty too. But yet, of course, it's not going to, it did not will stop to functioning or doing things, not going to stop at all. But we see the magic display of the way things are. Things are. So that is really my talk for today. Today, and so then is more details here now. When we separated from the mind, from the three doors of body and verbal, and then more examining on the mind here, more explaining here, so that we go tomorrow. Thank you everyone again. Thank you.